Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thomas Tommy, or you can call me the infamous Spider Tom, and welcome back to another episode of Reading Free Runner, Volume 1, The Beginning of Nightmares, the cringy book I wrote in middle school because I thought I was talented. Thank you for joining me for another cringeworthy episode, and let's get right into this. We're going to be reading Chapter 9, definitely Chapter 10, and Chapter 11. We're going to be reading a few chapters today, because Chapters 9 through, 13, the end of 13, is this many pages. So we're going to be reading 9 through 13 today. So just buckle up and let's get ready. Chapter 9. Weeks pass. Nikolai fills me in. Apparently, I was in a coma for 3 whole years. Nikolai and Harmony are married, and that's no surprise. But now the twins are captured in the city and no one's heard from them since. I hope they're okay, I say. They are, I think, he replied. I see sorrow and pain flood over him. I change the subject. So how long have you been here, I asked. A few months, he said, looking like it hurt to think. How'd you get in here, I asked, taking a bite of the turkey on rye. I don't know, he said, looking puzzled. Nikolai always remembered everything, so I knew something was wrong. All of a sudden, a person burst down through the ceiling. Come on, the woman gestured to me. Who are you, I asked. My name's Jody Heparthur, she said. Oh my God, I say. She's dressed in a white tee and camouflage shorts. Combat boots, aviator shades, and a ponytail are smaller details of the girl. So different than the scrawny teenager who almost ended it all. I ran up and put her in my arms. Thank God, I said. I reached and grabbed her gun and turned around. Pull us up, I whispered. Slowly, we rose upwards. Nikolai ran up and grabbed my foot, but I kicked him off. That dirty traitor. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Whoa. Okay, that was the end of Chapter 9. Chapter 10. It all made sense. I meant to say sense, but I wrote since. S-I-N-C-E. Nikolai made up Project FR. He had a tattoo on his shoulder, and now I know what it's of. SR. He wasn't shot at. He knew Linda was coming. He wanted to crush me, kill me, obliterate me from a distance. Who's Linda? Who's Linda? Hey, a voice yelled. I turned around and I was falling, slowly and awkwardly. Now the scene was changing. I was hanging back on the post, but the one where it was a fire range. But now it was a fountain, and I'm a statue. This little girl is praying to me like I'm a god. A little boy came over and talked to her. Come on, JJ, the boy said. I'm coming, Maxwell, the girl yelled back. No, I yelled as 2 men came up and shot the kids. One was Nikolai. Come on, he yelled. All of a sudden, there was a thud on my chest, then 3 more. I looked down to see bullets in my chest. I quickly arose. Choking for air, I looked around. Stone roof and rocks tells me I'm on a rooftop. Oh, stone roof, yeah, that'll tell you. Somehow, I managed to stagger to a nearby corner. Slowly, my breath caught up with me, and I knew where I was. The black and green sign was a dead giveaway. Oh my God, I say. Deep Bury High. This is such a weird set of events. Chapter 11. I run down the road to the dumpster behind Trashy's, a restaurant. Don't ask. Anyway, I climb to Trashy's roof and look around. It's been too long. Can I even make this small jump? Screw it, I say and run. Closer, closer. Now! I jump. Something tells me midair though. I look around and realize I am once again falling. How many times am I going to fall? I ask myself. Who knows, a scratchy voice says. I look up and see the ground closing above me. How? I look around and see a man, about 40, in a red tee and black jeans. Who, I say as I get up, are you? Oh, he sounds hurt. You don't recognize me? Well, my name is Jonathan Daniels, he says with a devil smile. I stutter. A door opens and Jonathan walks in. Payback time, runt. He says and kicks me in the head. Over and over in the head and stomach, pain floods through my chest and head. I don't know why, but he stopped. When he moved, there was a little girl crying with braces. Emily, I yell, but it comes out as a croak. Your sister loves this. Yes, your sister loves this. John yells. I reach for her, but John stomps on my wrist. Gah! I shout. No, please no, Emily cried. I looked at John. He motioned for me to get up. I got up and punched him. Right, left, right, up, and then I kicked him into a wall. Everything got all swirled up. I lost balance and tripped. Slowly, everything got crazy. A huge explosion went off and I saw a hole in the roof. Then I saw a horrifying sight. Emily! I screamed. I run to her and stare her in the eyes. Her blue eyes remind me of the ocean. Her hair was tangled and messy, her face bloody and scarred. She lifted up a gun and shot me. Ah! I screamed. That was the end of chapter 11. Chapter 12. Chapter 12, Jody. So that means it's from Jody's perspective. That's what this whole thing means. I run into Max's quarters. He was sitting up, sweating and horrified. I dash over and put in my arms. Shh. I try to hush his quavering voice. He wouldn't stop saying the same thing. She shot me. She shot me. She shot me, he chanted. I took him by the shoulders and shook him. Who shot you? I asked. Emily, he stutters. Oh my God, I whisper. Chapter 13, Maxwell. The next day, I'm up and walking around, looking at the prisoner mugshots, searching for someone in particular. There. Whoa, what did I write here? I wrote there, but in such a fancy, font. What the heck? Jonathan Daniels. A man spoke. I turned to see the character, 6'3" and a half, roughly, African American. My name is, well, let's just say they call me Zeus, he says. As far as I can tell, the man shows no emotion. His eyes have a different story, though. They're soft, like a baby seeing its mother for the first time ever. But they also look as if one blink will terminate your existence. His hand is there hanging midair. I'll take you to Jonathan, he pipes up as if he knows there's a connection. We walk down a corridor, Cooridoor, and make a left. That's when it happened. A person tackles me into a room. I hear the clank of the metal door. Time to die, a voice spoke. Maxwell, it's John. He's gonna kill you, a voice yells. Zeus. He's pounding at the door, sounding frantic. That's when the signs appear. Yellow, green, red, and orange symbols. They were words. Some were words, though. It said for my foot to swing around and use my hands to push up. I did so. I felt my foot hit something metal. The gun. I wrote the gun in that weird font as well. What was I on? What the? He chokes. Come on, now. Where are they? Oh, wait. Come on. What the? He chokes. Come on, now. Where are they? That's just narration. Ha ha! A voice yells as he puts me in a headlock. Just then the signs appear. I flip backwards and kick the man in the face. He released me and I ran to the door. Frantically, I searched for the door handle when I was slammed into the door. Is that? No, it's a switch. I flip it and see the attacker's face. His face had scratches and bruises. Maxwell, he says with a gravelly voice. John, I say. He pulls out a knife and stabs my right forearm so it's stuck to the wall. I reach to pull it out, but he kicks me and part of my arm comes off. A chunk. I was going for like a kind of thing, you know. Gunfire goes off and I watch Jonathan Daniels get pelted bullet after bullet. He drops the knife and it slides near me. I use my good arm to pick it up and throw it, making it land right between the eyes. I then look at Zeus. He runs towards me as everything goes black. That was the end of chapter 13. Chapter 14 is a page. Okay, we're going to keep going because we're not even at 10 minutes yet. Chapter 14. Okay, before I start this, look at this big-ass drawing I made, though. Like, I'm not going to lie, even though it's kind of childish, I kind of miss having these doodles and whatnot involved. When I wake up, I feel different, energized even. I look at my arm and see a metal replacement. We call it amplified right muscle, a voice says. Arm. We call it arm. I look around only to see the darkness all over except for one light above me. Who's there? I stutter. My throat was suddenly very dry. Do not speak. You're still in stage 1 of recovery, the voice speaks. I ignore his warning and again attempt to speak. I'm cut off. I again try to speak, but I have no voice. I warned you, the voice once again spoke. This time it was clear, as if it had a stuffed nose that fixed itself. We only want to help, a voice croaks as a blinding light turns on, illuminating the room. The room was so white it hurt to look. I almost like walking out of a movie theater on a really bright day. I lift my new arm, but I'm shocked by the metal table. You may only lift your head, the voice again speaks. A figure walks towards me. Zzz, I choke out before he punches me and I am knocked out. Zeus. I was hinting at Zeus being there. That's the end of chapter 14. Chapter 15. Whew. These are all really short. Okay, we'll cut off at like roughly 15 minutes. Chapter 15. I wake up well, just cold. Literally, I wake up in a huge block of ice. Only reason I'm awake is because the ice is thawing. Blinking red lights surround me in a rhythm with a loud siren. I break my right arm free and smash the rest of the ice. All of a sudden, heavily armored men run into the room I'm in. This was before I learned. I was a little stupid when I was younger, and I didn't understand the whole I situation. So, like, I capitalized the letter I on its own, and I capitalized I at the beginning of a word. But for, like, I'm, I''M, I had a lowercase I. So you can see there I kind of fucked up a bit. Careful, men, he's dangerous. He has the Zatyrus virus injected in him. Xatris for Zatyrus. The one who I presume is the leader says, Zatyrus virus, I ask myself. He's aroused. Can you imagine a bunch of guys coming in the room seemingly gonna kill you, and just one of them goes, he's aroused! He's aroused! Shoot to kill! Shoot to kill! The same man yells. I roll forward and tackle the leader. I take his gun and use him as a meat bag. Human shield. Call him off, I say, but he chokes. Do it! I yell. He waves his hand, acknowledging his group to stand down. I shoot his squad. What? He exclaims. I dragged him to the ice block, sit him down, and shove a huge chunk of ice on his chest. Where's Zeus? I shout. Screw you, he yells and spits in my face. I wipe it off. Really? Screw me, I ask as I chuck him across the room. He thuds against the metal wall as more guards storm in. Do not kill, a voice says. I turn around and see a dart coming at my head. I quickly put my robotic arm in the way. Are you kidding? The man scoffs. I look to see the one I threw across the room getting back up. You're still alive? I question. Yeah, and stronger than ever, he shouts. For you and I are quite alike, but also different. Wait, what? I say, stunned. The Zatyrus virus, he shouts. But these voices, they're driving me completely insane. Voices? What are you blabbing? I don't hear any voices, I say. Suddenly I fall. I look up to see the man diving after me. He finally catches up and tackles me into something hard. I get up and rub my head only to be shocked. It's a plane. I struggle to my feet and dive after the man who had slipped off the surface. Closer. Come on, closer. Yes, I yell as we collide. Where's Zeus? I yell at the man. He acts like this doesn't affect him. I punch him over and over again until, bam, we crash land. That was the end of chapter 15. This is really picking up. Chapter 16 is one page. We're going to read it. I get up and clear off the debris. Whew. I almost felt that, the man says. I misspelled felt. I wrote F-E-A-L-T. The man says, acting hurt. I charge at him as he does the same towards me. The closer we get, the more my rage rises. Finally leap forward, and he does the same. I twist and punch him in the face. He struggles to get up as I run towards him. When I get there, he's mumbling. Watch your back, kid, he mumbles. What? I ask. He turns around and sticks his sword at me. Where'd that come from? I ask, completely stunned. The sword pierces my stomach with an E on the end. The only reason you're not dead yet is because, 1, I want you to suffer, and 2, the virus is saving your puny soul. Oh, by the way, they call me Ares. I misspelled Ares, A-R-I-E-S. He speaks into my ear. I try to look up at him, but by the time I can see, he's disappeared. I look around and notice men in armor running at me with swords and spears. Greek, I choke. Men come at all sides, surrounding me. I look for a weapon. God, I'm stupid. I pull out the sword and wait. They run at me, unaware the danger they're walking into. One swings at my neck, but I parry. Parry after parry, it seems as if they're making it too easy. Finally, I strike back. I swing and cut off a man's head. Then I stab another man's gut. Then I jump up and swing to kill. By the time I know what's happening, hundreds of men are lying on the floor. My socks are soaked in blood. I drop the sword. My breathing's heavy and my chest wants to be ripped open. I kneel there, gasping for air like a retarded fish. What did the Zadder's virus do to me? It certainly drained me pretty quickly. Oh God, I say, what if it's killing me? I have another end quote at what if it's killing me, but I didn't put a begin quote at what if. Let's see. Well, we're at 15 and a half minutes. And this chapter actually kind of goes on for a few pages, but it's also got some drawings. So, with that, we just read from chapter 9 through 16. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that concludes today's episode of Reading Free Runner Volume 1, The Beginning of Nightmares. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell up in the corner whenever you'd like to know about more videos of your favorite series on the channel coming out. My name's Spider Tom, and I hope you have a wonderful day.